everyone. So I am going to talk about the three things that really annoy me about Shipt. So Shipt is kind of like Instacart. It's a food delivery service, and if you work for them, basically your job is to deliver groceries to people who, for whatever reason don't want to go to the grocery store, whether it's because of COVID or because they have kids and they just can't find the time, or they just don't want to wait and look for things. So the three things that Shipt does that really annoy me: the company itself. First off, their base pay starts very, very low. And if you're new to Shipt and you don't realize that if you wait a little bit and the order doesn't get picked up, Shipt actually increases the pay every 10 minutes or so once you're within a 2-hour window of when the delivery needs to be, delivered. And if you take it right early on, it usually starts from like $8 to $13, depending on how many items are in the delivery and how hard of a delivery it is. So that's one thing that kind of annoys me, because when you're new to the platform, you don't realize it, and that's kind of how Shipt makes their money. They hope that the people who are new or who are just really in desperate need of cash will take the orders when they're very low. And the way to get around that is wait till the amount goes higher. And that's something that I've kind of realized after doing it for 2 months, is that especially on weekends, sometimes one order will go up to $32, and sometimes it's as few as 10 items. For whatever reason, nobody wants to pick it up, whether because it's like a hard order, they're afraid they're not going to find some of the things, whatever it is. Mostly orders do go up, and they don't stay at the 8 to 13. So wait it out a little bit, don't jump on it. The other thing that really annoys me about them, for people who are on the Shipt platform, you will see some weekends Shipt will say complete 50 deliveries and we'll give you a $200 bonus. Complete 50 deliveries within 3 days. That is beyond impossible. It annoys me so much that I've wanted to reach out to them about it. I've done 100 deliveries and I've been on the platform for 3.5 months, and I pretty much spend all my weekends doing them. And the most orders you can get in a 2-3 day period is maybe 17 or 18. But here's how they get you: none of the orders can be promos, which means what I just explained to you about picking up orders when they're at the lowest. That's what they want, because that way you're taking all the orders nobody else wants, hoping that you can get to the 50 deliveries, which is actually impossible. And that way they make sure that those low orders are taken care of. And if you do take promos, they don't count towards the 50 orders. So if you take an order that Shipt ends up paying you more for, you'll see it right next to it, it says promo. Those don't count. And basically they take advantage of the people who are completely new on the platform, who are like, oh great, 50 orders, I can do that. It's impossible. It takes about a month and a half to do 50 orders, unless it's your full-time job. And even then, weekends you have order after order. On weekdays, there's really not that many orders. That's another thing. The third thing, if you see on their website, they have like generally frequently asked questions. Somebody will be like, do we need to tip? And Shipt says tips are much appreciated but not necessary. If I saw that as a customer, I would be like, okay, they're much appreciated, they're kind of a bonus, but we don't need to tip because it says much appreciated. It's just an extra amount that goes to the shopper. I'm going to put it out there, we make from the company very little. As I said, at the minimum it's like $10 to shop an order, deliver it, drive to the grocery store, look for the things, and yeah, so tips are not much appreciated. They're actually very necessary, because it saves the person shopping the time to go to the grocery store, the interaction with people during a pandemic, the going and hoping that everything is in stock and not having to wait around in line or wait to look for things or wonder if they're in stock. So tips are a lot more than much appreciated. So Shipt should kind of change their message to make it a little more, I don't know, not mandatory, obviously, but just kind of sell it more. No, I mean, tips, our drivers or our grocery people actually depend on these tips, and that's why they accept orders. So I guess I just wanted to get all of that off my chest, doing Shipt for 3 months. But those are the things that really annoy me, and hopefully, you guys agree.